Hi everyone. Today we're going to do a very short PowerPoint on amending the Constitution. It has six more slides and that's it. So let's get started. There are two ways to formally amend the Constitution. We're going to look at those, but first, formal amendments change the actual wording of the Constitution. So we have 27 formal amendments that are actually considered amendments that we look at and that are now, if you see a written document of the Constitution, you will see those amendments at the end. All right, there are two ways to propose a formal amendment, one of which is used the majority of the time. In fact, 26 out of 27 times, this is how it's been done. 2/3 of each House of Congress. So 2/3 of the Senate, 2/3 of the House can propose amendments to the states. They're proposing them to the states. This way, 2/3 of states calling for a national convention has never been used. All right, so now we're going to look at how to ratify or approve those amendments. It takes 3/4 of the state legislatures to approve the proposed amendment, and this has been used 27 times. So actually 26 out of 27 times. So this has always been pretty much the way it's done. Or it could take 3/4 of special state conventions, used once. So concentrate on this 3/4 of the state legislatures to approve or ratify. All right, to review. For a formal amendment, it takes 2/3 of Congress or a national convention to propose and 3/4 of the states to approve. This is an example of federalism in action because you have state governments working with the federal government in order to get a proposed amendment passed. So the federal government proposes, the state governments pass or ratify. Informal amendments are not added to the list of 27 amendments. These are just informal changes that happen by the three branches. The judicial branch can pass or make a decision that affects the way we govern or the way the nation functions. There is an example with Brown versus Board of Education when the court said that public schools must be integrated. Congressional actions or laws can also change the way we do things, or executive orders. An executive order involving integration was when Truman ordered the military to be integrated in the late 1950s. These are changes, but they don't add to the numbers of actual formal amendments. There's only one restriction on subjects for an amendment. No state can be deprived of equal representation in the Senate. It can never be decided or amended to the Constitution that small states get fewer representatives in the Senate than large states. It will always be an equal number. That's it. Hope you took your notes. You might have a quiz over this. Thanks for listening.